everybody, this is the Weektrend, and as you know, I really am up for a good whodunit and a murder mystery. This one is a little bit different than your usual murder mystery or whodunit scenario, because you don't know exactly who has done what to who, but you do know that something has happened in this small little Bavarian town. So let's find out what has happened, shall we? This is the man who finally dies. Newman has arrived in this small Bavarian town because his father has recently died. Now, the thing is that he actually thought that his dad died in 1942 during the war. And he has, been accepting the fact that his dad has been dead for over 20 years. But now he has resurfaced and died again. And he has been living in this small Bavarian town, being married to this, marquis, or if she was a baron or something like that, for the past years and stuff like that. So he doesn't really know why this is happening, but he is here for another reason, not just to bury his father, who has, died. But the thing is that his father called him a few days ago in London to tell him to come and visit him. The thing is that this was a couple of days after he allegedly died. So he has apparently died not once, not twice, but apparently thrice, because, he died 42 and now, and apparently has been, is dead again. And Newman can't let this go. He has to find out what exactly is going on here. So Newman tries to ask a bunch of questions to people who are very reluctant to answer, and the local police and magistrate and stuff like that just thinks he's crazy. He's dead, accept it, etc, etc, but he can't let this thing go. So he's gonna try to uncover this mystery. And why is it that a bald guy is following him from a distance and seems to be in on everything he does? And why is he carrying a gun? How is he connected to all of these things? That is questions that hopefully will be answered before the end of this movie. So let's get the really good things out first. You're really into this movie because you are, behind Newman all the way. You want to know what's going on here. You want to uncover the mystery. You want to find out how did he die, and who killed him, and why was he married to this woman, and why didn't he, connect with his son and stuff like that. By the way, Peter Cushing plays the family doctor, who will play a big part later in the movie. The Man Who Finally Dies is a very good mystery and a very good whodunit scenario, even though it is kind of different to what you normally expect. As I said in the beginning, it's not a whodunit, it is who has actually done what to who and why and when, actually. And when this movie had been going on for roughly half of its runtime, I said to myself, well, they have kind of answered a bunch of questions, but they have turned these question marks rather to full stops rather than exclamation points. So I wasn't too keen on the whole thing, but they recovered big time by delivering an absolute bombshell of a twist that made me go, oh, this is great. And after that, it was great all the way, because not only did they deliver a couple of very good twists that I didn't see coming, and they delivered some suspense I didn't see coming either, and they shifted towards a completely different movie, which was even better than the movie we had before. So that was very good. And they ended on a very high note, delivering yet another great twist that is already a kind of an awesome plot. So I was very happy about that. I could argue that the ending was a little bit rushed and that they sort of tried to cram in too much stuff in just a very short space of time, because that was sort of the style of the time, that you were doing these very elaborate, very complicated endings that you were cramming together in 4 minutes that really should have been 15 or even 20 minutes to really answer all the questions and ironing out all the wrinkles that the story might have had. Hitchcock was especially fond of doing this. It was sort of, we're going to do this, 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 this and that, bye! And then the movie was over. So Would have liked this movie to be a little bit longer and, having a more satisfying conclusion to the whole thing? Yes. I could also have done without all of the very foreboding and over-dramatic music, but that was really the style of the time, so I'm okay with it. The acting is fine broadly. Peter Cushing is very good as the Doctor, who you absolutely can trust. He has done no shenanigans whatsoever. Who wouldn't believe, this face? It's a great suspenseful movie. It has Cold War secrets, it has World War II secrets waiting to come out and stuff like that. And it ends in a very satisfying way. I was actually very surprised on how excellent this movie actually was. Is it flawless? No. Is everything great? No. But the majority of things was actually quite excellent. If you've never seen this movie before, I really can recommend it. If you like movies like, for instance, The Third Man, who is this absolute classic that people really love, but I think is a bit overrated. Can I say that I actually think that this movie is better than The Third Man without being murdered? I don't know. Let's see. No one murdered me, so I think I'm safe. But seriously, I actually never really got on board with how great everybody thinks The Third Man is. This movie shares a bit of DNA with The Third Man in its execution and the style and the story, but I actually think that this one's better, as I said. It's a very good, very impactful, very suspenseful movie with a lot of moving parts to it, and the story is so timeless that it would have worked exactly as it is today as it was in the early 60s. And this is one of my favorite movies from the early 60s. This was one of my most unexpected things I absolutely ended up loving. It isn't perfect, but damn it, it is effective. Not everybody's going to love this movie, but for me this was a perfect Cold War thriller, sort of, with a lot of unexpected things going on, and you don't know where this one exactly is going, and when you see where it kind of steers into, you think, oh, I know exactly where they're going. But then they did something I didn't expect them to do, and I was so happy that they did that. Is it perfect? No, it has some problems, but considering the budget and considering how forgotten this movie is, I think this is a forgotten masterpiece actually. Not everybody's gonna see it, but I thought it was absolutely stellar. Fantastic suspense, pretty okay acting, but the script and the roads they took us on until the ending was absolutely flawless actually in that sentence. I give The Man Who Finally Dies 88 points. It's a fantastic thriller with some good acting, great atmosphere, a fantastic third act, some interesting bits and pieces to it which I didn't think they were going to do, and to top it all off, a great ending. If you've never seen this movie, which I think that the majority of people haven't, do see this movie if you can find it. I think it is absolutely amazing and should be appreciated by more people than has probably seen it at this point. So I'll see you next time for so-and-so reviewing, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.